Hey guys! Sorry I'm a little bit late. I had a last minute message that I had to go look for something. But it feels good to be back, and especially good to be with a new model that I like, and yeah. So today's gonna be a shorter stream. Um, one second. Okay, sorry. We have a missing work phone. But yeah, so today we are doing something a little different. Um, because I have a physical job that I have to go to today. And I just wanted to, jump back into things and celebrate Halloween a little bit with you guys. And we were going to play Enshrouded, but it had a lot of shaders it had to load, and I didn't have time to let it do that. So we're doing something new, and we're playing Peak instead. Ooh, that will be good to have. Trail mix. Yeah, so we're doing scary stories. Um, I wanted to get stories from you guys as well, if possible. Um, but this is a... Is this too quiet? It might be a little bit. You guys can let me know. But yeah, I always liked scary stories and Halloween. My family and I, well, my mom and I, she used to read Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven to us every Halloween. And then when I was a little older, we used to listen to the audiobook for Sleepy Hollow while we cut apples and peeled apples to make sauce, applesauce. And it was just a really fun tradition, just like watching Hocus Pocus every year, or, a whole slew of other spooky season things we used to do. And I've always been a morbid child. When I was like 3-ish, my mom actually took me to get a psych eval because ooh, it's on. Drop that. No, wait, come back. No, that's fine. You can stay there. I'm gonna put the bandage in here and then hold the baton. But yeah, so she took me to get a psychiatric eval because I scared her so bad when I was a kid. I told her when I grew up I was going to... I stopped her in the middle of a parking lot to tell her that when I was 12, I was going to be in that parking lot and I was going to get hit by a black escort and die. Clearly, that didn't happen. I'm almost 30 now. But I was never allowed back at that store. I suppose I just scared her that badly. I also told her that there was a little boy in the woods behind our house, and he was crying and sad because he was scared and he was going to die, that he was going to starve. Which, very odd thing to understand as a child in the first place. Um, and also I told her, for context, we had this shed, and it was only like 5 foot tall. You had to crouch to go into it. Which is important, because I told her that there was a man who hung himself to death in our shed. Which it clearly was not tall enough for. But that's what I told her, and they told her that it was something I saw on TV, and I was perfectly normal, and there was nothing to be worried about. But then, when I was, 5 or 6, I... my... we moved out of my grandma's house on my mom's side to move into a house that was to rent a house from my other grandma. And that house was hella haunted. We weren't allowed to play in the backyard because there was, like, my mom called it a hellhound, but there was this dog in the backyard that would howl all the time, and it just looked super aggressive, and she was terrified of it. But she always saw it, and I never did, that I remember. But she said that I used to come talk to her and tell her I couldn't sleep at night because the howling was keeping me up. Which I also don't remember, but it makes sense, because my bedroom window faced the backyard, right where the dog always was. And my uncle came over the one day and said that he didn't believe in that kind of thing, and he would go check it out for us. So he grabbed, like, a flashlight and, like, something to protect himself with, and he goes into the backyard, and my mom's watching him, and he gets within a foot of where this dog is sitting, or standing, or whatever, and doesn't see it. And we both did. He is right in front of this thing and does not know at all that it's there. That house continued to stay in the family after we moved out. One of my aunts moved into it. And when my cousin was born, I was over there helping to get this bassinet out of the half-story. It was a 1.5-story house, which, for those who don't know what that means, it has the first floor, and then there's stairs that go up. And there's a second floor, but it's got, like, the sloped ceilings on either side of where the roof is. So you can't... It's more of a storage area than anything else. But they consider it a half-story. And when we lived there, directly above the stairs was my playroom. And if you came around the railing from the stairs and walked down that little hallway section, there was my bedroom. And so this cradle, this bassinet, was in my old bedroom. And we went up there together to go get it because it was a little bit heavy. And it was old, and she didn't want me to break. And she had to take a phone call. Like, the phone started ringing when we were halfway up the stairs, and I decided I'd go look for it myself while I waited. So, as soon as I get up there, I see, like, the Hat Man. Like, the shadow figure of a very, very tall man who was impossibly tall for the space, standing next to the window. which they're bad news, if you believe the folklore, and I do. So it's like, okay, I don't really want to be up here anymore. I'm just gonna hurry up and grab this and get out. And I go across this hallway, and a cat runs across it next to my feet and, like, runs into this box. She does not have any cats. She doesn't have any pets. It's like, okay, that's a little weird. No thank you. So I quickly grab the cradle, I start dragging it down. Ooh. And I get it halfway down the stairs by the time she gets back, and then she helps me with it, and I tell her what I saw. And she's like, oh, yeah, I'm not surprised. I hear a little girl giggling upstairs all the time. It's like, oh, you know, that used to be my bedroom. And she goes, oh, well then I might be hearing you. Because according to her, living people can leave behind residual energies. I don't want either of those. So it's like an imprint of your soul. A ghost of a living person. And it just kind of lives in a loop. I'll take it as a last resort, but I don't really want it. But yeah, so she's like, okay, that little girl is probably you then. And for the record, that dog was also on a loop because it did the same thing every single day at the same time of day. It didn't attack people, it didn't chase people, it didn't do anything. It just sat out there and howled. It was like a guard dog. But, yeah, so that's a thing that happened. My most recent scary story was in college, about 6 years ago? 6 years ago. My roommate at the time, we'll call her M, was... Her parents were staying in a hotel in a small town that we had just been talking about because it was around Halloween time, and there's this phenomena in a particular graveyard in this town that the graves, like the headstones, the gravestones, they glow. And it's never the same ones, but there's always three. And they, like, did research on these, and nobody can figure out why they do it or how they, like, it's just a mystery. And I had gone with my family as a kid, but we couldn't see anything because it was, like, super overgrown at the time, and we didn't go in, we just parked outside. So this time we decided we were going to get closer. And it had just reopened to the public because they had some issues with vandalism. And they had just finished, like, repairing it, restoring it, and left it open to the public again. So we got there, and immediately there's this truck that notices us parked outside. Ooh. And he starts doing a circle around the perimeter, I guess trying to make sure that we weren't going to be causing trouble, which is very fair. And after he went back to where he started, we were kind of like, oh, you know, the legend says that if you enter the graveyard, it doesn't work anymore because you've disturbed it. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, please. Ow. And we didn't see the glowing gravestones at all, unfortunately. We did, however, end up getting out of the car and walking the perimeter of the cemetery, which I didn't want to. I thought it was a bad idea, but I was outnumbered. It was like 6-1, I believe. Um, because it was me and M and our other two suite mates. We shared a bathroom, but not a bedroom. Um, K and A, and their boyfriends D and Jackass. They're not. A and Jackass aren't together anymore. But I cannot use the nickname she actually uses for him. So, totally outnumbered. And I was not going to sit there in the van by myself in this strange town in the middle, in this cemetery in the middle of nowhere. I'm not that crazy. Please, please. So I go with them, and everything starts out fine. A and I and Jackass end up going ahead of the group because A started having some really, really bad cramps. And at first she thought, oh, well, I'm on my period, and that's probably all. But they just got worse and worse and worse the longer we were in there. So we were just trying to hurry up so we could go back. And so the only big scare that we had was from shit. Uh we turned this corner and there was a deer that was like 2 feet away from us that we didn't notice until they ran away. But we didn't really see anything else while we were in there. When we regrouped, though, it turned out that everyone else had an interesting experience without us. They said that there was a woman in white, a woman in a white dress standing near the entrance who was kind of keeping an eye on us at first. And then there was another lanky, darker figure who followed them throughout the entire time they were in the cemetery. Just keeping a distance, but jumping from headstone to headstone and tree to tree. Trying to stay out of sight, but very much keeping an eye. But nothing too crazy. And then when we were all piling in the car to leave, me and A and Jackass noticed a figure walk out of the cemetery and stop in the middle of the road and watch us drive away. We were in the very, very back in the storage compartment, the trunk, because there wasn't enough seats because we had so many people. Which is the only reason we saw it. So we get back to the hotel, and we decide if we're... Well... No, we started to go home. And we made it about a mile, maybe 2, down the road, and all of a sudden the car starts having problems. The van starts having engine issues. Which, not good. And So we turn around, go back to the hotel, and decide if we're going to stay the night there or if we're going to ask her parents for a ride back to campus. And she's fine with staying. Obviously, it's her parents. She's comfortable with that. We are not. They got a hotel room just for the two of them, and now there's like 9 people. And they just no. So those of us who wanted to go home piled into his little car. Like, car. Um, like a neon, like a Prius. Tiny, tiny little car. We were sitting on laps, it was awful. Very cramped. And it was like an hour drive or so, maybe longer, I don't quite remember. It, for the week following, we kept having strange instances in our dorm room. Oh. Like, A started having things move on her randomly. Um, she had a book that moved. She, was constantly, like, misplacing things that she knew she hadn't touched. Things like that. And the one night she totally flipped out because she had this little key ring with like a hook on her dresser that had her dorm keys and her lanyard with her ID and everything on it. And she watched it as it lifted itself off of the hook, hovered in the air for a minute, and then dropped. And I think she ended up sleeping in our room that night because she had nowhere else to go and she did not want to be in her room by herself. The only thing that happened to me was that I went to class, and when I came back, my fish had drowned. He got stuck in a plant that he had had in his tank his entire life for like over a year. And all of a sudden, it killed him. Shit. So yeah, not great. Um, but yeah, and also I forgot to mention that when we got to the hotel after we turned around, um, M had scratch marks on her chest that were not there before. She also claimed that she had like a demon or spirit or something that followed her ever since she was a child because she was super lonely and she summoned it. This is either going to be really good and heal me or this is going to kill me. Thank you. Thank you for healing. So yeah, we think that it got jealous and was acting up. If that was truly what it was. Yeah. So that was a thing that happened. But yeah, that was a story that we told for quite a while. Like, we talked about forever. And the funny thing is, the person who saw the most is also the friend who's the most scientifically minded and the most skeptical. Which, ironically, he's also extremely open-minded. which is why he wanted to go in the first place, because he was very, very intrigued by the idea of these glowing gravestones that we never actually got to see. Spooky. Okay. Oh man, I might be a little bit stuck, not gonna lie. Go, please stand here, thank you. I thought I saw grass up here. Please, 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 please. It was a trap. Oh, jeez. Sometimes you have to go down to go up. It's fine. But yeah, you know, spooky, scary galore. If you want something that's not ghost themed. Sorry, I've got like a hair poking me. Uh, I... Everybody's got a hamster story. Mine was a pet hamster that my mom got me when I was also 5 or 6. We named her Brownie because she was a plain brown hamster. We did not know that she was pregnant because the person we got them from did not know that she was pregnant. Her son had been playing with them. Shit. That's a run. Oh, God. Well, there's nothing I could do about that. Anyway, we had this hamster. And she had 17 babies? And I was not allowed. I was the one that found them. Please give me Tenderfoot. But, I went to go play with her, take care of her or something, and I lifted up her house and there was a bunch of pinkies. So I went and got my mom. And then I wasn't allowed in my room for a long time because she was eating her babies. We would find just heads or without bodies or bodies without heads or... I don't need this. I'm by myself. Ropes aren't good for... there's an achievement with those. I don't know. Anywho. So I kept finding little... She kept finding them. And eventually when she was done, there was a singular baby left. And her name was Shamrock because they were born on or right before St. Patrick's Day. And they were fine for a very long time. And then when Shamrock was an adult, she ate her mother's face. So she got her revenge for her siblings. And since that happened in that super, super haunted house I used to live in, I would not be surprised if, you know, if animals have souls, which you do see ghosts of animals, if her siblings were a factor. We didn't live there anymore when Brownie passed. Oh my god, I don't mind me, there's an achievement. That I don't think I'm gonna get. But I do kind of just want to go back and find that other rope spool that I threw. Because I kind of forgot about that. Um, it's fine. The fog doesn't rise, we can go cook our food while we're over there. You know? Okay, let's see. If I was a rope spool, where would I have flown to? If it's in the water, I might actually cry. Oh, I see it. I see it. We good. We Gucci. We. Cool. I feel like I have to sneeze. And I don't really want to do that. Um. But also, hey, this is the first time showing off the new model, too. This is the Sinmaku customizable VTuber model. And it's just a couple dollars more than the Suiko one, but I like the style more. And I like some of the customization options more. Like, built-in asymmetry for the hair and for clothing, like your socks can be mismatched. And a couple other things that I really appreciate. Pupils also, not just the color, but the shape. And they had just different options for toggles, which I'm super excited about. Like, I have this toggle for thinking. Thoughts loading, head empty. Which I had to find a different like sticker and you know do it by hand before. So that's just like a dude, why all the rope? I don't want you. So oh, there's another suitcase somewhere. So yeah, this is different toggles. Um, and it's got this really fun one. Um, I'm a ghost now. Now I get to be just a ghost of myself, which also feels very, very fitting for what we're doing today, which apparently I'm not here to play the game, I'm here to open loot boxes and get the achievement for rope. I don't think I'm gonna get through Tropics anyway, so might as well, right? Oh, those are both wonderful things to have. The scout cannon's fun, but I don't really want that. Yeah, another reason I wanted this model was because it's got the controllers and it's rigged. So if I'm playing with a controller, it'll press the buttons, which the other model didn't have. And I could have worked around that with animated stickers or whatever, but it sounded like a lot of work and would have cost equally as much, if not more, to do the things that I wanted on the other model as opposed to just getting a new one. Plus, the customization options for X's are good. Well, let's give me an extra. Like, this bell on my collar was originally just a ring, like an outline of a ring. And while both of them allow you to edit the files to customize textures, this one has more leeway. And so, the other one I probably would have just been able to do a thicker ring, or a thinner ring, or a partial ring, as opposed to a filled-in bell. I went from hating the rope to wanting the rope, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. But is straight up an option? Indeed it is. Perfect. But yeah, so, you know, just the little things. There's also several different toggles, like, we still have the, like, swirly eyes and the face shadow and blushing, but we have two different hearts. We have just plain pink heart eyes, and then we've got animated, like, Gaga kind of eyes, which is fun. We also have different crying ones, like just like teardrops in the eyes, and then the like super, super wet pupil or iris, which is cool, which is fun. I have a microphone now, which I haven't done karaoke on the stream yet, so maybe I don't need that, but it's fun. And also there's this shirt option, like an overshirt, which I fully plan to do something more than just taking off the buttons. I don't know if I want to crop it or if I just want, like, a more leathery texture, but I'll figure it out. I also customized the shirt and the body So I wanted the flowiness of the one shirt and the top of the other. So I franken meshed them together, which took way too much effort. Getting like the top and the front to line up. But I made it work. I think it looks good. I'm very proud of myself. I took a different path. And I don't know how to get up from here, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Hey, welcome in. That sounds like a lot of fun. Also, cardigans are look really, really nice. Oh no, please, please, please. Oh. I really thought that was further down. Man, I drank water and I didn't even need it. Ah, well. I wondered. I figured since you mentioned your own model that that's probably where you found me. First time posting in there besides the share your model section in the introduction, so I'm glad that people see it. I definitely try to check in when I can. I like supporting other people. Thank you. I had a very, very similar, um, I had the Suika model first, but I like the style for Senmaku's better. Ooh, medkits are good. I didn't get the rope achievement for but yet, so I kind of wish we had that, but that's okay. Oh, really? I love that. I definitely want to play with it more because I just basically recreated my old model on this one, more or less. So I think it'll be really fun to just play with the options. I have a couple like concept models that I never actually did anything with that I might recreate. Please have rope. I meant to drop that, not throw it. Yeah, I might have to share them. Oh, please. Pandora's lunchbox again. It's a little less fun, but... Alright, let's see if we can actually make it through the tropics this time. Cool, I see a lot of boxes. Oh. Oops. Yeah, my first ever concept model was actually a goat. And I had like personality and lore and everything written out and like a family tree of sorts. Um, you're not what I meant to pick up. I do want you though. Let's put the med kit in here so we can hold the baton. Yeah, I had a goat and I had like a celestial elf, for lack of a better description, which I did a PNG tour with that one, but I had a lot of trouble animating some of it, so I kind of gave up on it. A stoner cat to a zebra. How'd that happen? Two very, very different. At one point, I thought about being a raccoon. Rebrands definitely be wild, that's for sure. Oh, please. Oh, I was hoping that would save stamina, and I don't think it did. These little step things are nice. I think it's really fun to think sometimes, like, what the rebrand would be if I ever decided to update to something else. I have no plans to at the moment, but why? Finally. Antidotes are good. I don't know if that was worth climbing up here for, but alright, sounds like fun. Thanks for stopping in. It was really nice chatting with you. Uh, oh, please. Oh, thank goodness. It's probably okay if I die anyway, right? Because I have to, like, get off in 15-ish minutes so I can get ready for my actual job. That's fine. We're allowed to dress up for work. I was Mothman on Wednesday for the downtown trick-or-treating because work was involved in it. And I decided I didn't want to do that today. So I have ooh. Ooh, okay. I have a Nightcrawlers shirt, and I did some makeup to match with it. If I could have done more, but you know. Oh, holy poison bomb. Please don't explode me. Mm. Oh. Balloons come in a clutch. Please don't pop them. Please. Just let me up. Oh, this is the cave I got trapped in last time, though. Um, Maybe this way. Maybe the right-hand side was the right way to go, not the left. I don't know. No, because this is like the edge of the map. It do be like that sometimes, though. They do sometimes put the best routes in the weirdest spots. Uh, I might have to set the baton for this one. Oh yeah. I should eat something. That would help, maybe. Oh, I don't know if I make that. Extra stamina for the win. Yay! Maybe we died up here. I don't know, this map is confusing. I really don't like the tropics. I hear that they're updating, to add a new one. That's like, I think it's the Roots update? And it looks like it's gonna be like a redwood forest that's going to be replacing the tropics on the daily maps. And that would be nice. Probably even more, obnoxious, but the variety will be nice. Like, Azeel thought that he hated I think it was the Mesa that he didn't like. And then we got Alpine. Or we worked with Alpine more often. And he realized that Mesa's actually nicer to him. I think the opposite. Um, I prefer the Alpine. Like, I know that you freeze to death, but it's better than not being allowed to touch sunlight. In my humble opinion. Because at least you can hide from the wind a little bit easier. This is just obnoxious. Do not touch that. Ooh, there's bucks. A balloon, extra stamina, and a rope cannon. Use the balloon. Hold on to the rope cannon until we're sure we need it. Which might be in this biome, but not right this second. It's grass. Don't tell me that that's not a ledge. That you can tell me it's not a ledge, I'll believe you. Oh boy. Biscuit for the biscuit. Please. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, they're so high to go. Don't touch that. See, my problem with rainforest is everything tries to kill you. Or the tropics is that everything tries to kill you. The rain tries to kill you, the vines try to kill you. This is the wrong way. Oh, no. I mean, not the wrong way, but I would not have made that. Um... Hmm... Do we risk the poison plants? There might be a ledge right here. Oh, there goes our balloon. Hmm. That's a little nicer. I think I can see the campfire now. Or the edge of the biome, at least. I swear to God, if you touch that and get poisoned right at the end of the biome, that'll be so upsetting. We're at the edge of the map. I see shimmer. At least the rain isn't being too bad this time. We're almost there. We're so close I can taste it. I just want the roasted marshmallow, man. There's a ledge right here. It's a very tiny one, but it's a ledge. We see the sunlight. There's the campfire. And we're on single player, so there is no Scoutmaster Travis. I know that's not his name, but... I can't even remember how that started out as a running joke for my friend group, but... Does this count towards the achievement? Gather round the fire. This is bonus roll number 2. Drop that. What's in the explorer's luggage? Oh, I have to get rid of something. Ooh. I don't... This is so dumb. Whiny though. Oh, that does go pretty high. Sweet. Get off. Spin up we go. Like Jack and the Beanstalk. This is a horrible idea. There's nothing up here. Sometimes I throw chests up here, though. Like, legit. What's the next one? Oh, Alpine. I'm not gonna get through Alpine in 5 minutes, but... I also was just talking about how I prefer Alpine over the Mesa, and I'm just gonna, like, freeze to death the second I get over here. That's... It doesn't change my opinion. I'm being reckless on purpose because I have, like, 5 minutes before my alarm goes off that says, hey, idiot, you have work soon, but... I'm hoping for rope. I just want rope. Those are scout cookies. I don't really want scout cookies. They're a great resource to have. I just don't want them right now. There's a rope cannon. I don't think those count towards it, though. I'm gonna get stuck on the branches, aren't I? Let me out. We got rope and a feeding pack. Tie the rope, please. Thank you. And I will just carry this. Unless I can't. And then I'll use it. Fine. Nice and toasty warm. Okay, I want to get this luggage box. I just saw it. I swear it's up here. Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that. Give to Zim. Okay, I'm too far. This is like the edge of the map. We are getting there, it looks like. And it's lava instead of waterfalls today. Oh boy. Are there any luggage boxes? Because that's all I'm really looking for right now. Ooh. Scary, scary stuff. And I'm going to be an irresponsible adult and just snooze that timer, because I'm not ready. I mean, I'm ready for work. I just have to put the ice packs in my lunchbox and grab a jacket and I'll be fine. I'm more or less. I still have to brush my teeth and grab a couple things, but we're fine. I do this all the time. Putting off going to work until the last second. I just saw you. I risked my life for an energy drink. There's a box up there. Ooh, ooh, oh, oh. Ooh. I don't know if I get that one. I want it though. It's orange, which means it has extra stuffs in it. Please don't touch the lava. Let's see. We go up and up and up. Okay. Pitons. I risked my life for pitons. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Ow? What? Ugh. Thanks for the bandages. Can you use them a little bit faster though? Get on. I have like 5 minutes to find another rope spool to try that again. I don't know if I make that goal. But it's right there! Oh god. Oh, ow. Ugh. I know. Please don't freeze me. Dum. Can you stop climbing when you're on a surface? Thank you. That is like my biggest complaint with this game, is that you can be standing on a surface where you would, your feet are on the ground and you should not be using stamina, but it will not let go. Trail mix. I don't think I'm gonna find another rope. This was so promising. I'm so cold. Oh no. Those don't go down very far, do they? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. And I wasted a rope cannon. Ugh. Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm like out of time to play anyway. Oh, the capybara! I'm sorry, guys. I just really wanted to say hello. We tried. We honestly made it a lot further than I thought. But alrighty. On that note, I have to go so I can finish getting ready for work, but this was a lot of fun, and it definitely feels good to be back, so hopefully we'll get to hang out again sometime very, very soon. I will know what my schedule next week will be when I get there, so I will be sure to update in the Discord. Until then, have a happy Halloween. And I have a good weekend. It's Friday. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.